Hi and welcome. So in this video I'm going to talk about metadata and specifically the way that we summarize metadata after our website crawler has collected that data, analyzed it and performed a number of different checks. When it comes to metadata, there's a lot of different ways that you can produce an error, and many of those have an impact on the indirect impact on the organic visibility of your site, and an indirect impact on the ranking of your site, or in fact, in the case of page titles, a direct impact. Now, in metadata, we include meta descriptions and page titles because these are the two main areas. You'll notice that we break these down into categories of error, so whether something's missing, long meta descriptions which exceed the character count. Short meta descriptions are usually just a few words, typically aren't using a number of words to encourage people to click through to your page. Multiple meta descriptions means that there's multiple descriptions, meta descriptions on a single page, and depending on which one you prefer, this could impact which one is shown in Google. Duplicate meta descriptions are referred to sets, so if there are two pages that share the same meta description, then there would be two types or two errors noted there. We also show a very similar selection of information for page titles, such as missing page titles, long page titles, short page titles, multiple page titles, and duplicate page titles. The icons next to them indicate whether they're a minor error or whether they're just data. Typically for things that are short, they're just data, they're there for review. They're not by definition an error. If we have a look at some of the drop down here, we give information about what this is. These are just hints and tips, and we'll give you an indication of why we collect this data, how we collect it, what it means, what the potential impact is, and if there's a recommendation that we can make to resolve that error. And we also show information in terms of numbers. These are the number of pages that fall into each of these categories. For the latest crawl, this is for the previous crawl, and this is the difference between those. If we select a different date, then we'll have a completely different set of information, and we can then click through and see, what are the missing meta descriptions. Previously, we had a lot of missing meta descriptions. We've since resolved some of these. So if we click through here, these are all the pages that have missing meta descriptions. These can be expanded to include more pages. You can navigate back to either reporting or the site dashboard or the project or all of your projects, which is the home page. This data is downloadable into a CSV file, but we produce a whole range of other reports that include this data as well. And we also provide additional information about this data. So pages that are missing meta descriptions that aren't indexable or aren't canonical or aren't listed in the sitemap are not typically going to be an error, and so you can filter by this and determine whether or not these pages are in fact deserving of a meta description. We cover meta descriptions in more details in other videos, and we also provide a different look at meta description errors, as well as page title errors within the SEO audit section of our site. So under the metadata tab, we show a breakdown of pages that are missing, duplicated, or too long or too short, as well as the same for page titles. We also provide a little bit more information about what this data is and how it's collected, so you know what you're looking at. All of our charts can be downloaded. All of the data from these can be downloaded and used in your own reports. So I hope this video has been useful to you. Thanks for watching.